Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest V. Last episode, Bean ended up in the mountain village and he has to try to find a villager to open up the gate leading further upriver to the waterfall cave. The waterfall cave is where the water ring is said to be hidden, and that is the second ring that Bean needs to collect if he wants to win Flora's hand in marriage. Flora is the daughter of Mr. Ludman, and Ludman is rich. He owns a boat, two boats actually. He has another boat in Port Selmy that'll allow whoever can use it to access the rest of the world. And he also has the Zenithian shield. So I guess we'll to find the legendary hero, Bean's gonna, I guess, have to try to marry Flora. And apparently people talk about the Order of Light here. That soldier wants to join, and somebody already joined and left some graffiti on the wall. I'm gonna take a small medal from the tavern and an ode from this place. There'll be another small medal that we'll take in a little bit. Old Duncan's daughter, Bianca, the one who lives on the edge of the village. Now, she's a hard worker. I know that her father's illness made him weak, but she's just a woman. She shouldn't be going out of the village for him like some traveling youth. It's dangerous out there. So Bianca is here. And speaking of Bianca, she's right up there in the upper right here. She's in front of that grave. And in front of this grave, though, is another small medal. We'll send it to the Metal King. And then we'll try to talk with Bianca. But she's too busy in prayer to notice us. They don't give you the option to shake her. So we'll just head up and talk with Duncan. Is someone there? Oh, there we go. And you have we met before? I don't seem to recall when. What, your Pops' son? Whoa, what a surprise, Bean, you're alive. Look how you've grown. You were so young. I remember you used to play with Bianca all the time. And your father's Papa as well? Oh my, Papa says things have been so hard for you, but despite you've triumphed above them all. Me, I lost my wife. She was so strong, but I guess you just can't predict those things. By the way, on your way, did you run to Bianca? She went to visit her mother's grave. I'm back. It's Bianca. Bianca, look who's here. It's Bean. It's your friend, and he's still alive. Oh, Bean, you're safe after all. I heard the Santa Rosa was destroyed and that you had disappeared just about the same time. But I knew in my heart that you were alive and well. After all, a promise is a promise, and you'd promised we'd adventure together again. But wow, it's been over 10 years, hasn't it? I want to hear all about your travels. Stay here as long as you like, okay? You can't stay that long. What? You're searching for the water ring to get married? I see. And so after 10 long years, the childhood friends Bianca and Bean were united. They talked through the night, and the next morning... Morning, Bean. Did you sleep well? Breakfast is quite done, so why don't you just go and relax a bit? She'll finish cooking up breakfast. Say, Bean, I haven't been able to say this to Bianca yet, but to tell you the truth, she's my real daughter, and that's why I just feel even worse for her. I just wanted to make her the happiest girl alive. But look at me. I don't know how much longer I'll be around. If you can maybe stay here with Bianca, it made me feel so much better. Breakfast is ready, Bean. You sit over there. Hey, Bean, you just keep eating, silly, and just listen, okay? I've been thinking about it all night. I want to help you find the water ring. I want you to be happy after all. So can I come with you? No. Are you sure? Without me, you can't open the water gates. So there. So I guess I'm going, huh? It's going to be just like old times. Tell me before you leave, okay? So all I have to do is just go and talk with Bianca and tell her we're ready to go out. And she says she will be able to open up the floodgates. And she is now going to join our party. And she is just basically a better Merlin. So we'll just be getting rid of Merlin. Bianca will be our new party member. They pretty much... You've lost your father, so you probably understand how lonely Bianca really is. When she saw you, the look on her face, she's the happiest she's been in a long time. Please take care of Bianca for me. Oh, Father, what are you saying? Yeah, Bianca pretty much has the same equipment draw as Merlin. So, she's a little weaker than Merlin right now because she only has level 10, which was she left at when she was a kid. So I guess she hasn't done any level grinding in the meantime. So the villagers all wish her well. And we're going to, like I said, give a bunch of Merlin's equipment over to Bianca, who, in addition to having the same level as she did, has the same equipment that she had from back in that first generation. So we'll transfer everything over to Bianca. Now she's kind of only a temporary party member. So I say kind of because she could be a permanent party member. But it all depends. But I'm not going to spoil a lot of things. So we'll just give her the upgraded equipment here. Yeah, Scale Shield is the best shield she'll be able to get in the entire game, so shield equipment not that good for her. But yeah, no new weapons that we need at all. We can sell a bunch of equipment though here. Get rid of a few things that we don't need anymore. And speaking of getting rid of things that we don't need anymore, I will show you how you can get rid of monsters that you no longer need in your party. So I will be making a trip over to Oracleberry and show you how to release a monster. Actually, I think I already did that in a previous episode. I released Brownie, but we'll go over it again. So I guess I could make the Generation 1 party if I wanted to. I can have Bean, Barongo, and Bianca. The triple Bs. But I think it's fun having the slime jumping around, so it's good for the multi-targeting groups of enemies. So that Thorn Whip. Bianca can use the Gringham Whip too, so if you're like cheesing like save states or something, the casino, you can get like the best whip in the game over at Oracleberry, and have her equip that, and that'll help her really rip through enemies. But like I said, we're not going to do that. We're only going to Oracleberry to release Merlin back into the wild. So transfer some herbs around here. We won't need to restack up on herbs like we did before we went into the volcano, because this the water ring doesn't have a boss battle like the volcano did against the lava savages. So yeah, it's much easier to get. The water cave is much more refreshing than the volcano. I guess it makes sense. It's a water cave. It's gonna be nice compared to a volcano. So this guy reminds us about the where the water cave is upstream. He says there's a cave behind a waterfall, and he thinks there's good treasure in there. And there's not a lot of treasure in there, but we do get some unique stuff in there. This guy tells us to head up north to the lake. Now, if we can only get out of our way so we can go into the inn. We can go into the tavern then, and remember the tavern's only open at night, so we'll be able to talk with a lot more people. We can go out here to the hot springs and talk with this guy who's enjoying the spring, the hot spring, now that it's empty. We could go out and talk to them during the day, but it's just like a lady and an old man, and they're kind of inappropriate. So the only reference fell asleep again. His wife's gonna skin him alive. There's the old man. Duncan lives all the way in the back of the village. Has a pretty little dog named Bianca. Just one likes. I like to know what it's like to take a bath. Oh, and then he sees Bianca there. And he wants to see her in the hot springs. But he shut his mouth once he saw that Bianca was there. The kids are sleeping. There's the weapon shop's wife upstairs. If she finds out that he's down there drinking, my fool all he does is drink his life away at the tavern. Yeah, he's down there right now, passed out. But not much else changes here. Duncan still says the same thing, so we don't have to go visit him. The only thing that's changed is this guy is now sleeping in his bed. His son though stays up, which is good, because if we need to save the game, we could save it. But we haven't really done much, so there's no need to save the game. It's not like those bomb crag monsters that can cast a sacrifice spell and potentially wipe out our party. So we don't have to be super cautious on our way to the waterfall cave. There will be some new enemies on the way to the waterfall cave. get what I can, and then later on I'll have to farm some just to fill up the bestiary. But speaking of filling up, let's fill up our storage place here. We'll drop off these intelligence seeds that we'll give to another party member later on in the game, and then we'll drop off that extra cloak of evasion because that's one of those items that we need to do that critical hit. Always recruit a monster. So all we're missing is the Hat of Happiness. I'll be able to just like I said, equip those items in a certain order in Bean's inventory, and then he'll always do a critical hit, and monsters will always join the party. And I'll show that off once I'm able to have all those items. You don't be clogging up your inventory until you get them all, because it's pointless to just carry one or two of them around. You're just clogging up your inventory. So let's sign up Merlin here with the Monster Man, Monster Gramps. Let Merlin go. Any like Grandpa Monster Gramps just said there, anything that he would have been carrying but already took off all his equipment would just be put in the depository. But we will let go of Merlin. He helped us out quite a bit there, but now, like I said, we are going back to Gen 1 party almost. With the exception of Slaylin the Slime. And it doesn't have anything new to tell us, but that's okay. The advice that she gives us is still good. Get monsters intelligence over 20. So now we can return. Unfortunately, we can't return right to the mountain village. I guess it's too tiny of a thing to be added to the return spell. So just walk back to Salabona, and then we'll head north. The sea has a surprisingly low encounter rate. But now that Bianca's in our party, she can open up the gate. She's encouraging us to go. So we'll just head north. We're gonna have to head a little east a little bit here, but wait until we hit the land and then we'll head over. Okay. Remember when we were going for that the herb that the wizard needed to make the return spell? We crossed over that one waterfall. Well, we're back at that waterfall again, and now we can access the cave that was hidden there because we have a ship. We got new enemies here, the Ozons. From Dragon Quest 3. Fought so many of them trying to get the not the Mozons, but the Mozon King and Alefgard to get the magic bikini, so I can get all the drops in that game. These guys are hitting pretty hard, so ouch. Well, let's head on into the cave. We'll refill ourselves up here. Being keeping us all healed up. Sadly, Bianca isn't getting any healing spells. Bianca is another choice to be your wife. She gets more attack spells than Flora. Flora actually gets a little bit more healing spells, but for the most part their spells are kind of the same. So the only difference is Bianca has a blaze spell and a fireball spell, and Flora adds unique spells, and Flora has for unique spells that isn't shared with Bianca, Heal More, Day Night, and Explode It. Flora's more of a magical type character. Bianca's like a red mage. She can attack pretty well, and she has some decent spells. She's also going to gain levels pretty quickly here because, like I said, she's only level 10, but she was back in the Generation 1 when she left our party. So she should gain some levels pretty quick here. Then in the DS remake, there's a third option, Deborah, and she apparently is more of like a physical wife. She can equip more heavy armors and more weaponry. So I guess they decided they need a third one for balance. Oh, it's so beautiful. Gosh, it's been so long since I've seen anything so beautiful. I didn't have time to relax with my mother passing and all. See that treasure chest there? Now it's not beautiful. There's this guy right here. He's gonna do something mean. I heard that a really awesome ring is hidden somewhere in this cave. Of course, if a man like me can't find it, I doubt that a pretty boy like you stringing a girl along will be able to. Wahaha. And talk about a delayed reaction. But yeah, we walk away from this guy. How rude. That man pinched my bottom. Really, after that long? I wonder if that's just not really what's there, it's just she may have said something else, but the translation patch. That's the problem when you don't really know. I'm just taking this way out, just to see where you're going to end up there. If we would have taken these staircases, but we don't want to take the staircases. What we really want to do is want to fall down this pit. It'll eventually lead us to where those staircases would be. But you want to fall down this pit, because remember when we crossed the waterfall earlier? We saw the treasure chest there. We want to go there and grab this Robe of Serenity. It's a little bit of an upgrade for Bianca. I think gives some magic resistance. So it'll and gives a little bit higher defense for her. So it doesn't have, of course, the chance to physical dodge like the Cloak of Evasion does, but the magic defense will help. We'll fall in this hole and we'll end up right here, and this is where we'll end the episode. So take care, see you tomorrow, and we explore the rest of the water cave. Bye.